going on, guys? Happy Saturday, happy weekend. It's Austin 24/7. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm doing well. Super excited to play some more Despot's game today. I played it for like 4 hours the other night. I played it for several hours on stream last weekend. This game is incredible. I suck at it. I still don't have any wins. But it's a ton of fun. How's your weekend going so far? Thanks for being here. And Dan, welcome back, man. Finally, you have a chance to catch me live. How's it going? Going well, dude. Thanks for being here. Thanks again for the awesome music in the intro. For anyone new here, Dan makes great electronic music. Not just electronic. He makes a wide variety of music, but it's all really, really good. Sometimes we're fortunate enough to have it shared in the Discord server. But you always get to listen to it if you're here early for a stream. So thanks again to Dan. And Flower, good to be here. Thanks for being here. How's your weekend going? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was gobbling down some yogurt. And I figured it was probably best to do that off camera. I'm not a pretty eater. It's all about how fast and how much food I can get into my mouth and down into my stomach, and how fast I can do that. Oh, started up a bit of Skull today. What do you think? That game felt really... So, I love roguelites, as most of you do too. That's probably why you're a part of my community, for most of you. I thought that game was pretty heavy early game grind. It took me a long time to actually start progressing the story, which can be a little bit frustrating for me. But it is really good, and there's so many skulls to unlock and to find, and great synergies between the skulls later on in the game. The one time that I got so close to beating it, I was in the second phase of the final boss, had two, I can't remember what the highest quality skull is, elite or something. I had 2 elite skulls. That's the only reason I made it that far. And then I was so frustrated when I lost. I was like, I can't go back in. I'm never gonna get that close. And Dan, for some reason, you never got back to it either. I do want to go back and find some of the new skulls, because when I played it. Let me look at Steam. I want to say I played 20 to 30 hours. And I'm thinking I found almost every skull in the game. Yeah, I have 23 hours. But I loved it. Despot's game has taken... How many hours do I have in this? At least 10. Only 9. Okay, we've got to be right on the brink then, because I played for 4.5 hours the other night without moving. It's so addicting. Save Dex. Welcome, Dave. Having a good weekend. How's the weather over in the UK? Is it getting a bit chilly? A tidbit nipply, as they say there? No, that's what we say here. What else have I been playing? I played a little bit of Okinawa Rush yesterday. That comes out this week. That one was... It's okay. I'm not a big beat-em-up fan. Rescue Squad Culp in the Discord recommended it. It's a bit taters? Do you say... I've never heard that. Haters. What does that mean? It's Austin. Welcome back. How's your weekend going? Nip noodles? Okay, I might have to steal that one. Although people around me wouldn't understand what I was saying. They'd just be like, what? Nip noodles? I don't want to hear about this man's nip noodles. Flour. That is a great thing to do. I hope your parents are alright. Yeah, I hope they're doing okay. I hope you don't get it. I did have it in like late August, early September. And for like 2 weeks, I was just dead. I was so dead. Fever. I slept for like 14 hours a day for almost a week. Like more than half the day I was sleeping. Thankfully, I've fully recovered. Things are fine. But my wife never had it. She lived in the house with me. She slept in a different room and like kept her distance, but thankfully it was just me. You had to wear. Okay, I know you corrected it to ears, but I'm imagining you walking around with like a we call them beanies here, like a wool or like a cotton hat, and you just have it like pulled down over your eyes because your eyes are so cold. Austin, it's going good. You don't know what to get on the PSN. I don't know what's good on there. Hey, Dan, you have PSN. What's good to get? You're probably gonna say Far Cry, something that's not indie. PSN, or whatever their like games of the month used to be, a great way to discover indie games. I remember a friend of mine, I always had Xbox, but he had a PlayStation, and he was like, yeah, I played this great indie game called Abzu. He was like, it was so chill and calm, and you just dive around underwater and explore the sea. And then it finally came to Xbox Game Pass, and I played it, and I loved it. I honestly can't remember if that or Hollow Knight was my first indie game that I ever played. Either way, they're both great. And Dan, you only have a single digit of hours in Skull. Yeah, I played it a lot when it first came out. And they've done at least one update with like a content update at least, where they've added some skulls. Flower, your stepdad said he's mostly fine, just not 100%. And your mom has gotten through the worst of it. She's still got a cough and lack of taste, smell. See, for me, the taste and smell only went, well, yeah, they both went away for like a week maybe, and then they came right back. But things like tasted and smelled different for a while. I still remember though when my smell went away. My wife was burning a candle and I walked by and I was like, that's weird. That's like a scentless candle. And then I was like, wait a minute. And so I ran to the refrigerator, popped open a jar of garlic, and just like shoved it in my face and was like, nothing. And that's when I knew. I mean, that's not when I knew I had COVID. That's when I knew I'd lost my smell. Dave Dex, you got a board game called Labyrinth today? I don't know that one. I need to look it up. Not based on the film? Well, that's a little disappointing. Labyrinth is a word that I can never spell. The Y and then the I is... Who came up with this word? I've never seen this. Wait, Ravensburger. Ooh. I feel like I have some from Ravens. Oh, Castles of Burgundy is Ravensburger. do you lay the tiles as you play? I love games like that. The playing board constantly changes, so no two games are ever the same. The cards will determine your quest. How many routes can you take? And also foil your opponents. Try to gain the advantage by inserting the extra tile to move walls and open passages of the labyrinth. Block and advance is the strategy. The first player to reach all of their treasure wins. Huh. That sounds really fun. It kind of reminds me of... Well, if I'm thinking it is what I think it is. Like Suro, where you're navigating your ship based on tiles. You draw I think you have 3 tiles to choose from. All with different paths, some just go straight through the tile, some curve and go this way, and each turn you play a tile adjacent to the one you played last time. PSN has monthly picks, but usually contains popular titles everyone knows. Yeah, I think PSN has changed. I know indie developers have said basically it's a pay-to-win program where you have to pay to be featured. Kind of sucks, but that's a business decision, I suppose. Austin, you liked Abzu as well. Awesome. Played most games like the Dark Pictures games and Hidden Through Time. What is Hidden Through Time? Wait, is this Where's Wally? It's very popular on Steam. Similar to games you've played, Cozy Grove and Dwarf Romantic. Speaking of which, Dwarf Romantic is... Eric, you must be new here. They call it Where's Wally in the UK. I call it Where's Waldo. So Dwarf Romantic is doing a content update next week. They're releasing a creative mode. Actually, I think the creative mode is already out. But they're introducing some new tiles, and they reached out to me to see if I would like to play it again and do a couple giveaways. So that comes out on the 28th, the next Thursday. So if all goes well, we'll stream that on Thursday. We'll have a couple keys to give away, which I love to do, and I love Dwarf Romantic. So something to look forward to. I know, Dan, you've mentioned in the past you'd like to play it. It's a beautiful game. Great soundtrack, too. Man, has everyone in the world played Abzu? I feel like at one point in time, at different points in time, it's been free through different platforms. Obviously, it was free for me on, well... Is it free if you get it through a subscription service? I guess technically not, but it kind of was. And then, yeah, it was on PSN's Game of the Month. That's a great question, Eric. I can't imagine they would make different books. It is odd that they changed the name though. But Waldo is a bizarre name in the US. Wally is a more standard name, right? People are named Wally. Who are there actual people named Waldo? That seems like a Muppet's name. Wait a minute. They gave that away on PS4 along with Enter the Gungeon? What a crazy giveaway. Wait, so Dave, is the villain in... The villain in Where's Wally? What's the villain's name in Where's Wally? I haven't played Where's Waldo in so long. I used to get the books like every time I went to the library. That and like books about animals. Oh, Dan, I forgot you got Dorfromantic. I know you had some misgivings about it being in early access, so that's why I thought you didn't get it. It's Austin. You've played Coffee Talk. I played a little bit of that. I played, I guess, the demo of it, and it was a little slow for me. I'm not a big, like... I mean, I guess it's a little more than a visual novel, because there is, like, you're making the coffee. It seemed like a sweet game, though. And it's from Toge, right? Toge Productions? Who, like, several months later made one of my favorite games of all time when the past was around. If you liked Coffee Talk, you might really like When the Past Was Around. Just saying. It's one of my favorites. Oh, Dave, you really liked Okinawa Rush. So I started playing it yesterday. I'm not a big beat 'em up fan. I think it would be more fun co-op though. Did you guys stream it co-op? I am featuring it in a video coming up this week. I was actually just writing about it before the stream. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Valhalla too. It's spelled weird though. It's like VA1HA11A, right? With a dash in there somewhere. VA-11 space HALL-A. Cyberpunk bartender action. Holy cow, 95% rating on Steam. That's crazy. What does Coffee Talk have? $91. So if you like coffee simulators, maybe check out Valhalla. Yes, Moonglow Bay. I was playing it yesterday. They said they were going to send me a key on the day of release, and they sent it early. Is Valhalla on PlayStation? I don't know. You might have to look that one up. I know I think When the Past Was Around was on PlayStation. I think it was on all consoles. Yeah, that one's there. It's $4.24. Wait a minute. No, it's not. It's double that. $8.49. I don't know why on Google it said $4.24. It is only like 2 hours long though, and it's a point and click. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time. The story will hit you right in the heart. Speaking of stories that hit you right in the heart, who else has finished Squid Game? I have. I wish I hadn't. I wish I had never started it. No, that's not true. I love shows and movies like that. The Hunger Games, even though it's more like PG. Yeah, I loved Squid Game. Although, like, nothing really... Okay, so Dave, you've seen it, right? Okay, I'm not gonna... I just so badly want to talk about it. The only person I've talked to about it is my wife, because we watched it together. She hated it. She does not like gory things, and she does not like movies where she feels like the characters are just hopeless. Like they're in a hopeless situation. Which is pretty much all that Squid Game is. But they've been put there, like, somewhat by their choices, somewhat by their circumstances. Okay, I won't talk too much about it then. But nothing really surprised me. Like, most of the twists... Just mute us, Eric. I'm just kidding. But, like, most of the twists, before they happened, I said, this is probably going to happen. Except for two. Except for two. Two really got me. Two really surprised me. Eric, what episode are you on? Season 2 is coming? They've already announced it? It's only been out for like a week. What the heck are they going to do in season... I feel like... Personally, I feel like they should just leave it at one and done. I feel like no matter where they go, it's just going to be disappointing. The stuff with the cop was really good. That shocked me, but again, that's something that I was like, this is going to happen. This is who this is. But yeah, two things. Like the last thing that happens. Oh, literally a cliffhanger, Eric. I'm sure you meant that. The end of the rope pull game. Isabel, welcome to the stream. We're talking about Squid Game. Have you finished it? Have you started it? Oh, you've seen up to episode 4? So the other night, I had stopped after episode 5, and I was casting some Rocket League for work, and I was talking to the other guy, and he was like, what episode are you on? I was like, we're about to start 6. Like, we're probably going to watch it as soon as I'm done here. And he was like, 6 is the best episode. And he was not wrong. So... hurry up and get to episode 6. I don't have Netflix either. I do have an Amazon Fire Stick and a little bit of ingenuity. That's all I'm gonna say. Austin, you have 6,000 trophies on PSN. That sounds really impressive, but I've never owned a PlayStation, so I couldn't tell you if, like, I think I should be impressed by that. Well done. What is popcorn time? I have Cinema, and I have Cat Mouse, which Cat Mouse doesn't work anymore. Cinema still works though. Also, I don't know how much I can talk about this on stream. We're talking about Fire Stick apps. That's fine. Is popcorn time good? Yeah, I've never played an Uncharted game, and I haven't seen the trailer for the movie. The movie that I really want to see is Dune. I love that book, especially the first one. The second and third books, like, first one here, second one here, second one here, third one here, third one here, and then it was just like a quick descent into utter boredom. But the movie looks so, so good. Who's in it? Oscar Isaac, Timothy Chalamet, Jason Momoa, I think. Yeah, I'm probably gonna see that this week with my friend. I convinced him to read the book so that he could know how good it was. Popcorn time was huge for a legal movie and TV streaming a while ago. I think it still works. I'm definitely not gonna look that up. Nope. Nope. Well, shall we get to some Despot's game? This has been a great chat. And thanks as always for being here, guys. It's always nice to catch up with you. Talk about Squid Game, popcorn time. Dan, you knew popcorn time too? Where have I been? Well, let me ask you this. Maybe this isn't a conversation I should start, but what was the first software or program like popcorn time that you ever used? Mine was LimeWire. Probably most of you have used like LimeWire or FrostWire. Came after that when LimeWire went down. There was another one I used that had like a ladybug symbol. I can't remember the name of that one. Whoa, that's awesome, Flower. I haven't played a Mario Party since one of them on 64. I think we've talked about this before. But I might actually get it. Because my wife saw a commercial for it the other day, or like a gameplay preview, and she was like, "Oh man, I used to love that on the N64." So maybe we'll get it and have a good time with it. I still need to get her to play. I need to get her to play Smash Bros with me. Smash Bros is like the only multiplayer game I own for the Switch, but I have the Switch hooked up to my PC for work, for streaming. So it's kind of a hassle, like, to take it all down to the living room. Yes, Dave, I'm sure will stream Mario Party. I'll leave the Mario Party community stream to him, and maybe I'll join. Maybe my wife and I will join, if that's a possibility. I don't know. That was a virus factory. I went through like 2 PCs. Like, I killed 2 PCs from viruses. Or I had to reset them. Lost a lot of files. Good times though. That's how I found like a lot of... I really shouldn't say this. Like, that's how I found a lot of the music that I love. I grew up in a very like conservative household that didn't want me like to listen to like rock music and stuff like that. And so I would just go on there and look for music and see what was popular. That's how I found like Fall Out Boy. Trying to think who else. Fall Out Boy. Who sings that song? The Killers. That's how I found the Killers. Like, I found a lot of good music through that. Popcorn Time has their own Wikipedia. See, Dan, that's what I'm saying. We did a stream like a month or so ago where we just didn't play any games. We just like talked about upcoming games that we were playing. We talked for like over 2 hours. I'm not a huge talker, and like in real life, I'm not a huge talker, but I guess it depends on what I'm talking about. Not many people I know talk about video games. Mario Kart at 7 tonight. 7 British summer time. Fall Out Boy is a classic. Do any of you know All Time Low? I went to an insanely good All Time Low concert on Sunday with one of my friends. Well, with my wife. And one of my wife, my college roommate from like 10 years ago. No, more than that. 13. Holy crap. 11 years ago. And his wife. And we had a raging time. That was the most fun I've ever had at a concert. All Time Low has some great music. A little bit vulgar maybe not vulgar, a little bit sweary at times. But some great songs. Dave, you're fine. I want people to know about Mario Kart at 7. If you want to play some Mario Kart at 7 British Standard Time, British Summer Time, I guess it'd be 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Go follow or go subscribe to Save Decks Gaming, or just show up at 7 and see if you like it. Anyway, okay, for real, let's get to the game.